Hey guys, Blizzard decided to buff Maiev. Even though I'm a Maiev player, I think this is a bit too much. Now you have 2 charges on Vault on level 20, and in theory you can Vault even 3 times in teamfight. Let's say you initiate the fight. Of course you don't have to initiate, but for explanation reasons, let's say you initiate, use all your abilities, Vault. For example, there's an Uta or so, you wanna Vault immediately, and then your first charge will already like go off cooldown, and then in the middle of the teamfight you vault a second time after a couple of seconds, and your third vault will be up again. Maeve already has a good survivability, and this is just, in my opinion, this is just a little bit too much, if I'm be honest. But let's talk about pin down. Pin down had a good change. They have increased the reward damage of pin down, which is actually not that bad because pin down is very hard to obtain. Getting stacks on pin down is not that easy, so now it's a little bit more rewarding. Also they buffed Containment Disc. Containment Disc was already quite strong. I think it was a little bit underrated from the people, but now it silences 1.5 seconds after you imprison somebody, which actually can be now an interrupt. Before this patch you time stopped somebody and his abilities will go off after Containment Disc. And I also think this is a little bit too much. 1.5 second silence is quite strong for a 40-second cooldown ability. So I guess they will nerf it again in a couple of weeks or months. Maybe they will increase the cooldown of Containment Disc, or they will decrease the silence duration, or a combination of both. Also they buffed Armored Assault just by 5%. This buff is actually pretty fine. It's not that bad. Now it competes a little bit better with Cruel Chain and Vengeful Knives. So this one was a good change, but overall I think the double vault is a little bit too busted. The silence on the Containment Disc also a bit too strong. I mean, I understand if they wanna buff it, but 1.5 second silence is a little bit overtuned, in my opinion. Maeve was already quite strong. I know that some people struggle in the late game with her, but actually after a little practice, this is also not that big of a deal.